What's going on, y'all? Benji Montana. You know, as some of y'all may know, I'm a rapper, ex battle rapper, and now blogger, I guess, right? So, my first video I did, Suset versus T Top. Go check that one out if you haven't. Um, After that one, I got the request to do Tay Roc versus Arsenal. Now, this was a very interesting battle, and you know what? Shout out you, Dub. That event that they put on was fire. I mean, that event was probably one of the best events that we've seen in a while. Like that card, I mean, there was a little, you know, there's a little small stuff going on here and there, but that was a fire card. If that same card was on URL, they might have did crazy numbers. But there was a lot of grudge matches in there, so it, it was nice, you know. So anyways, back to the battle. Tay Roc versus Arsenal. Um, this shit was disrespectful. Like I mean, times a million. Like, like yo, what them niggas was saying on that stage, I swear to God, you couldn't say that in front of me. Like you, man, that shit was boy. Like, you know. But anyway, so first round. Um, Now, what I'm gonna start doing is when I watch battles, I'm gonna start writing down bars and certain stuff, um, that sticks out to me or whatever the case may be, or that I see. You know, I didn't do that yet. I'm only going the last battle that I did. Surf and um, top, and this one Tay Roc and Arsenal. I'm just going off of what I saw. Because I saw both of them before anybody else did. So, well, before most people did online anyway. So, so I know, exactly what happened. I'm sure if you watched, those battles, then you know exactly what happened and what I'm talking about. But after this blog, I'm gonna end up, you know, probably rewatching battles and just, taking notes and stuff like that. But But yeah, so back into this. Um, Tay Roc, Tay Roc starts off first. Yeah, Tay Roc goes first, and you know he had a decent first, but it wasn't Tay Roc. It wasn't that gunbar king Tay Roc. Like it was like he was getting his feet wet. Like it looked like he was not really nervous, but he definitely wasn't warmed up yet. And you can tell he probably wasn't gonna win that round. I mean, Arch is nice on a good day. On a bad day, Tay Roc probably could have edged that round. But Arch showed up in that first round. So that first round is ours. He has it. Now, picking up into the second, um, Rock goes first again. And oh man, he killed it. Like I mean, wow. Like I mean that's the Rock. It's almost like you get that feeling of gun titles like on that stage right there. Even though they both perform, separately, but you get that feel like I said in Surf versus T Top on Surf's first round, you felt like that gun titles filled every bar after bar after bar. You just had to go crazy for it. So it was kind of like that in Surf's. I mean, excuse me, in Rock's second, and Rock had a line right. He was like, um, he was like, what he say? He he he. he said a line, and then he turned around and he said, because he was in that line, he was dissing Shotgun Suge, and he turned around to wherever Suge was standing. I don't know where Suge was standing at that time, but it obviously had to be, the direction he turned around to face, and he was like, you know, you the one who told me us used to be a blood before. That's why I don't trust nobody. The crowd went crazy. I mean, that ball was fire. I mean, that's one of the most memorable, balls in that whole night. I mean that ball was that ball was fire. So that second round, Tay Roc just took off. He said, "Look, we ain't here to play no games." You know, and his level of disrespect was to the max. You know, honestly, I didn't think that he would be able to do it as good as he did. I knew that, of course, Tay Roc could be disrespectful, but I didn't think that he could really, like, not only match, but go above and beyond, Arsenal's disrespect, because when I first looked at that battle, I said, well, if Arsenal's retiring soon, and, I mean, Tay Roc is hot, but I didn't know if I really wanted to see that match, and it kind of surprised me because that's probably the best match on the card. You know, I mean, again, it goes to preference. I like all the Surfs rounds. Sugar round was okay. Um, Jay, I think Jay from South Ward. Shout out to Jay 400 block. Um, I think he had the best performance and balls of the night. I think he had the best rounds of that night. You know, but that's another story. But I mean, Tay Roc spazzed in that second. He spazzed, and it was a great event because you had you had us going at Surf, here and there, and then you had Surf in his battle with Suge going at Suge, but also coming at us, here and there. So even though people was battling, whoever they battled, they were still throwing shots and sidebars and all that kind of stuff at other performers from that same night. So you saw all the reactions. Like it was a very and it was in Jersey, so it was a perfect event. That was the perfect event, and so I mean, Tay Roc clearly took that second. The third comes and Tay Roc is still spazzing. I mean, not as good as his second, of course, but he's spazzing. He's still going hard, his lines is hitting, and then Arch goes, and Arch kind of started like really going after, if I remember correctly, he started going after uh, he started going after different people like Surf, Suge. I think he had a couple other people in there too, and you know, it was all right, but he started falling off a bit. Like his round wasn't aimed at Rock. It was so far off, and Rock's lines were hitting. Like it was hitting after hit after hit after hit. So looking at that, I got to give it Rock 2-1 clear. There's no body, of course, but well, it's not a body because ours, won the first round. Not by too much, but you got it. There's you can't debate that. Ours got the first round, but Tay Roc got the second and the third. If Tay Roc would have spit something, because Tay Roc's first wasn't bad, it just wasn't like his second. It wasn't like his third. So with that being said, I got to give it 2-1 Tay Roc. Like, I mean, I already had Tay Roc winning. I just didn't know if it was going to be 2-1 or 3-0. but it's clearly 2-1. So I think us showed up. Us showed up, but his lines weren't hitting as much, and his lines, he didn't have better lines than Tay Roc. You Pardon me. Um, he didn't have better lines than Tay Roc, and now I think I think it was a great battle. I think it was the best battle of the night from both artists. I mean, like I said, I think Jay had a better round. I think probably Surf's first against Suge was crazy fire up there. But as far as battle of the night, that would have to go to Arson Rock. You know, and Rock took it. Rock was just killing it and Rock's first, he picked up like halfway into it. So like if he would have spit something fire, like if his first half was fire, and then he left the second half like how he did, whatever, he would probably edge that first round, maybe, because ours first round was pretty fire. I'm not gonna front. Ours first round was fire. So Tara probably could have edged it, if he would have came a little harder. Like I said, it looked like not like he was scared or nervous or nothing like that, but it looked like he wasn't really into it. And I mean, his bars was like it wasn't there. Like it's not even bars. Like when you at a top tier level or even mid tier, like there's certain things that you gotta like you can tell who's seasoned. Like the same way they said Surf versus on top, like Surf looks more seasoned at top, like, and that's going to pretty much give you the win automatically every time because, like, it's certain things you do as a top tier, battle rapper. Like, it's a certain look that you have, So, like, and most of it is comfortability. That's most of it. We have to be very comfortable on that stage, and and just rocking it out, like like Rock was in Jersey against Jersey's, arguably top artists or top three artists out there, and he killed it. I mean, when you're a vet like that, it don't even matter where you at. Like when Suge was doing his little debate with Hitman, he was like, when before or a certain time ago, I guess before he started getting on that run, when he battled Side Guy T Top, and when he was on that run in the beginning, um, you know, the biggest thing for him was those big crowds, because it's a whole different feel, and that's what separates vets from PGs or whatever the case may be, because when you look at like Rum Nitty or Av, you saying, yo, them niggas is fire, and they're not top tier. Av might end up getting there. I mean, Nitty might be like those two might be on a faster run to top tier than Top was, because they've only been around. Think about a year and some change now. Like as far as URL is concerned, the actual where it actually counts. Now, if we talking like the D League, like Proving Grounds, yeah, they've been battling for a while. I've seen Av and Nitty, So my whole thing is, it's a difference when you're on that main stage, even though UW is in URL. You know, being on a higher up, you know, battle league, it's a difference. You know, like KOTD is probably like right under URL. It's probably the second biggest league, at this time anyway. Of course, you got Bullpen, you got UW. I think Bullpen is gonna do better than UW eventually, but you know, um, you got all these other leagues coming up right now, and you know, eventually at some point they're all gonna be big stages, because what makes the big stages not just the artists, but it's the venue. And when you start packing out, thousands of people, in these venues, then it makes a difference. Even URL, when they go to the smaller stages, when they do the smaller stages, it's not the same because the crowd's not the same. You know, you're not see people don't know the way crowd reacts. They act together. So usually, like if something hits, they'll all start going crazy. Like even if they don't want you to win, they want the next dude to win. They'll just start going crazy. Cause like it's like I said, battle rap is momentum. When you're in the moment, that's battle rap. At the end of the day, so like you gotta capitalize on that, and that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, you gotta capitalize on it. So when you're on a bigger stage or you in a different state, you know it's a little different, because in the smaller stage, it's like you being in a small room and you rapping with your friends. I mean, even if just say if it's 400 people, 500 people, I mean, that's pretty much nothing. I mean, it's for a vet. See, that's what I'm saying. So it's a difference when you can do that as a vet than as a PG, because PGs, what I mean, you're used to doing 100, 200, whatever the case may be, but you're not used to doing 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 people, in a room. So I think that you know going back to this battle, um, Tay Roc started out slow, then he picked it up, he killed it. Arsenal started out strong, he started slowing down a bit. Now it wouldn't have been as bad, for us if Rock didn't pick up. Rock picked up, so it makes it that less debatable now. Like the same thing what I was saying about Surf and Top. Like this is this because, like I said, there's two ways to judge a battle. You can judge it round for round, or you can just judge it overall. And overall is like what can't remember who said it. I think it was Chris Unbiased. He was saying how Surf looked more seasoned. Like that's not he didn't get that from just one round. He got that from the whole battle. You can't say somebody's more seasoned if you didn't see the whole battle. So that's an overall view, and I mean he still had top, edge in it, but like I said, you have to go both ways. You have to look at it, round for round, and then you have to look at it at an overall aspect, and then like it's pretty much you tally numbers up. That's pretty much battle rap, like, but you have to know like how to tally the numbers up and when to tally the numbers up. So pretty much you tally the numbers up, like break down each battle. I mean, each round. You tally up, who got what. Then you look at it overall. You're saying okay, because there's a lot of things to judge a battle on, and when you have people like for instance, like Hitman versus Surf. If Surf didn't come out swinging like he did, like just say if Surf round, because Surf, that was his best battle of his career. Nobody could tell me nothing else. So the way I'm looking at it is Hitman's performance is crazy, but Surf's bars is just that more crazier. So and performance, Surf has both. So when you dealing with somebody that has both, it's very hard to beat him. And like if that's why I say like if Surf was to battle Clips, like like a well prepared Clips with a well prepared Surf, that would probably be the best battle in history. You know, because even Clips and Hollow was good, but Hollow style is just a little different. Like I think Hollow can make classics with other people than Clips. You know, like Hollow and Surf was a classic only because they were both on like pretty much that come up. So like it just happened at the right time. Certain battles just happened at the right time. Um, Surfing Khan, it just happened at the right time. There's a lot of battles that just happened at the right time, you know. And if you recreate them, it's not gonna get that same feel. Like like Surf versus Tay Roc. I mean, Clips versus Tay Roc. The second time, was it better than the first? Probably, but was it more historical than the first? Probably not, because and that's the thing with battle rap. Like pretty much with anything, just about when you try to recreate something. Like, of course, it might be better in certain aspects because now time has passed, so things could only usually, for the most part, get better. Like clips could only get better, and rock could only get better. I mean, if they're battling like every day or every month or every year, whatever the case may be, then they're going to get better, obviously. But as far as the viewer's concerned, is if I'm watching this, because you gotta remember, whatever happens is happening at a certain time period around certain things. So you connect. That's how you can connect memories. Like I can say, well, that when I saw Tay Roc and Clips the first time, I was doing this, I was doing that, whatever the case. So now that's bringing me back to a certain time frame, certain time period. But when I'm watching Clips and Tay Roc the second time, it's like, yeah, it's gonna be nice because they're both lyrically better and they're better at their performance. And then, I mean, they both had no performance at that time. Clips wasn't. I mean, Clips wasn't Clips. You know, like like it just wasn't there at that time. So that's the whole thing. And looking at it, man, I think that you know, I mean, again, Rock got this 2-1, and this was a great battle for you, Dub. They put on an amazing event. I mean, amazing. One of the best. This is this is probably one of the best events all year. Like, yeah, this is probably one of the best events all year. I think that Gnome is probably going to be better, but they didn't drop all the videos yet, so you can't really be the judge of that. But I mean, it's looking pretty good. But anyways, though, I'm signing out right now. Remember Benji Montana. Go check me out, soundcloud.com/Benji Montana, thatpiff.com, reverbnation.com, spinrilla.com/artist/Benji Montana. Just Google me, Twitter, Instagram, Benji Montana 631 on both. I mean, I'm out here, man. Anyways, signing out.